It's Throwback Thursday with a twist.
It's time for reaction. Welcome in. Old school nerd.
One of the problems with being an older reactor like myself is that I can't react to a lot of older stuff. The number of times I've had people say, dude, you got to react AC/DC live on River Platte. I'm like, I can't because I have the DVD 2012. I've watched it 1,000 times. I can close my eyes and see a 60-foot tall inflatable woman in stockings sitting on top of a locomotive in my head with Angus Young. Just, I can't do a reaction to that. So you got to stop asking. I just can't. But then I realized something. You know what I could do? Could react to someone who's never seen something that I've known since my childhood, see how they react. I had an idea. I was just hanging out this morning, drinking my coffee, eating a little Danish, thinking about the 3 reactions I have today. I have 3 Throwback Thursday reactions. And I thought, I'm just browsing through my YouTube channel and stuff, and then I see a reactor that I follow. She's in the middle of a live stream. And I'm checking out, and she's playing a game, and zombies are chasing her. And her daughter's like, Mommy, hold me. And she's like, I'm trying to, and zombies are chasing her, and she's stabby and trying to survive in this game. And I asked her, hey, what is your favorite reaction video you've ever done? Because I just wanted to check it out. I've seen a few of her reactions. What I like to do is whenever I react to a video, here's a little confession for all of you. When I react to a video, afterwards, I will go see other reactors' reactions, see if there was anything I missed. And for instance, you guys know Tank the Tech? Okay. Tank the Tech is one of my favorite reactors because he is in the current music industry now. I'm in the music industry from the 90s. I used to do studio work and sound work in the 90s. So a lot of my arrangement and songwriting and composition thoughts that I share is because I've been in that studio environment when there's a creative process going, and I know what to listen for. Hank can not only do that, but he can also technically explain how they do something. Like on a video, they'll do something, be like, ooh, you see how they're putting this in there right now? Tank can actually tell you, hey, he added this pedal to his setup, and that's how you got that sound. So a lot of times I will watch a Tank the Tech reaction, or like this girl here, Nerdy Girl Blue, or Tulip Mafia. There's so many different reactors out there, but I will go and watch them after I do mine to see if there's anything. Like I'll go watch Tank's to see if there's anything I missed from a technical standpoint he'll catch and stuff like that. Well, sometimes I'll check out Nerdy Girl Blue because when I want to get kind of that UK vibe, younger idea, female perspective, I'll check out her stuff. But when I asked her, hey, what's your favorite reaction you've done lately? And she said, I did a reaction to a live concert by Led Zeppelin, and I laughed my ass off. It doesn't have a lot of views, but oh my God, I can't stop laughing. And I'm just thinking to myself, well, why? And she's like, it was in a concert, because she's UK. She's got a strong accent. And she's like, it was in this concert, and Robert Plant kept humping the air. And I'm like, oh, okay, that song remains the same. And she was like, what? I'm like, yeah, song remains the same. It was 3 concerts in Madison Square Garden that they filmed in 1973. Then they made a DVD that came out in not a DVD, a film. They didn't make DVDs in 1976, but a film in 1976 came out that they did production for it. You have the 3 concerts in Madison Square Garden in 1973. Then they did some filming of hobbits and old dudes and trolls and shit in the Highlands in the UK. And then they made this whole psychedelic crazy experience. But some of the most common thoughts about Song Remains the Same is Robert Plant, shaking it in front of the camera, John Bonham exploding. And one of the most famous images of the concert from Song Remains the Same album film is Jimmy Page playing his guitar with a rosin bow violin. It's classic Zeppelin. So she saw it. She freaked out. She didn't know what she was in for. She started laughing. And a lot of it is because she's a young woman. So she didn't grow up listening to Zeppelin like this old guy did. So I said, what if I made a reaction to you reacting to them? She's like, I'd love for you to do that. And I said, okay, well, here we go. I can't do a reaction to Led Zeppelin. I've heard them all. I've got the master box set, okay? So reacting to a Zeppelin anything is going to be a lie. Won't do it. But I can react to her freaking the hell out. So let me move out of the way. Remove my beard and everything out of the way. Okay, here we go. Now, check out Nerdy Girl Blue. Her reaction, both her channel and this video will be in the description below and the tags at the end of this video. So please check her out. She's hilarious. And hopefully her channel will just keep growing because it's a fresh perspective from a young mom from the UK with blue hair. There you go. All right, so this is Led Zeppelin's Song Remains the Same, Whole Lot of Love from that concert. And this is Nerdy Girl Blue reacting to it. Here we go. My name is Old School Nerd. Please check us out on oldschoolnerd.com. It's got all of our social media posts, the Patreon, and the merchandise store. Neil.
Hey, hello everyone. Today is a special Monday as it is one of my Patreon's birthdays. And he kind of asked me if I would do this song for him. I'm not going to say his name because he hasn't said that he wanted his name said. But
when she talks really fast, does that mumble, and it makes you feel like she's Ozzy Osbourne's nanny. I'm sorry. I couldn't help myself.
Happy 55th birthday, my darling. AKA Stewie. It's all I'm going to say. AKA Stewie. You are amazing and very supportive. And happy birthday, my love. With that said, guys, I have got a Patreon. Now, Stewie reached out to me on Patreon to do this for him. Like I said, my Patreons have more say about what I react to on this channel. Now, I haven't heard Led Zeppelin, Whole Lot of Love. Obviously, I've heard of Led Zeppelin. Do I know many of their songs? No.
That's a shame. You're from the UK and you don't know a lot of songs from Led Zeppelin. Shame on you. Shame on you. Okay, you're forgiven.
But according to Stewie, the birthday boy, it is a very sexy song. So I'm ready to rock out. So we are going to jump in right now. Alright. Sort my hair out.
Okay, she's going to freak out because, of course, Robert Plant is wearing his nut huggers with his penis pointed in my general direction. Right there. And, but that's Robert Plant, okay? Robert Plant's that's his winky right there. So we're just going to stay away from the winky if we can. Jimmy Page is going to do his thing. John Bonham's got the bandana wrap, throwing down the wicked beats. John Paul Jones doing what John Paul Jones does with that soccer mom haircut. She says in this one, this is her favorite reaction of all time because she cannot stop laughing. So let's see what happens.
So straight off the bat, guys, I notice, obviously, it's a completely different era. Led Zeppelin, obviously, we all heard the name, okay? I never really looked into that music. I didn't really feel a reason to. But you can, like, see by the big hair, the open shirt, the skinny jeans, like, everything, like, that was your typical rock band back then.
Not typical.
Like the big hair and...
Yeah.
Okay. And his voice, though? Wow.
At some point, she's going to see the nuts.
Did he just say he's gonna give her every inch of his love? Like, boing. That's what he's talking about. The penis.
She needs to listen to more Led Zeppelin. It's not Led Zeppelin is not exactly known for putting hidden meanings in songs. Don't get me wrong. There are some hidden meanings, but on these, no. No, it's yeah. I wonder when she at the end of the song, he's gonna say, "I want to be your backdoor man." $50 as she starts.
Look how tame the crowd is back then. That's a tame ass crowd.
Yeah, the transition timing and arrangement is ridiculously good. Half of it is
Hard things, right?
half of it is arranged, the other half is they're all really, really high and just good just to each other randomly. That's classic Led Zeppelin. One of them could go in a completely different direction at any given time, and the other two members of the musical set. If Jimmy Page decides to go off on a tangent, and he does throughout their career, he can just do it at any time. John Paul Jones and John Bonham were amazingly gifted musicians who could adjust to Jimmy at any given. However, at the same time, they're all really high.
I don't know what they're called. Comment below, what are those things called that he's playing? Multi-talented.
He's playing a theremin. It's called a theremin. Now, there's a reason why they call me old school nerd. I know what the theremin is. The most popular use of a theremin of all time, the original theme song, Star Trek TV show. Second most famous use of theremin, done Sheldon Cooper, Big Bang Theory, while playing the Star Trek theme song from 1968.
Okay.
She doesn't know what to say. She doesn't know what to think. She's afraid to open. She's so afraid to open her mouth right now. She's just doing this. And that's all she can do. I understand. I can't react to this because I've seen this 50 million times since I was 7 till now. But this is so much fun. Reacting to someone who's never seen Led Zeppelin in the pinnacle of their career. And the song remains the same concert. It's considered by a lot of people to be their best captured, archived performance because it really shows their creativity and the rampant use of drugs, rock and roll.
Those are some super sexual noises he's coming out with. Oh boy. Also, I did notice that he's making sexual noises to the sound of the woo, woo, woo thing. Whatever noise that's making, he's making, which is
The
pretty
woo woo
fucking
is a
cool.
theremin.
Does he have to make it so sexual?
Yes, he does. It's Robert Plant. Yes, he has to make it sexual. This is where she's contemplating either A, stopping the reaction because she has no idea whether she should even post this on YouTube, or she's like contemplating the fact, my mother into these guys? That's what she's thinking right now. Was my mom to this? Like, was she? Oh no. That's what that look says. That's what that look says. And yes, odds are your mom was into them. A lot.
Wow, this is crazy psychedelic. Now, you guys have got to remember, this is a completely different time when music was all about sex, drugs, and rock and roll. And let's face it, these guys are off their fucking tree. But it works. Like, no matter how off their tree they are still producing some fucking sick music. So, yeah.
Nice explanation. That's a great explanation to when she's like, I have no idea what the hell, why the hell they're doing this, but it's still really kick-ass. That's how you explain that off when you're like, I'm not sure what I'm seeing, but I'm going with it. Something she hasn't picked up on that I will pick up on is, yes, Jimmy Page is doing this whole experimental thing with the theremin, his space. Robert Plant is doing making love to someone who's not there, which is pretty normal for Robert. But if you haven't noticed, for the last 3 minutes and 27 seconds, John Paul Jones, John Bonham have been throwing down this wicked groove and have not even, I mean, it's go. See, you forgot. The whole time all this experimental psychedelic crap is going on, rhythm section playing the
Definitely off that tree.
Jimmy Page is one of the greatest people when it comes to experimental guitar playing. This is nowhere near in the sheet music. This is nowhere near in any album. It's not on Whole Lotta Love. He's just throwing stuff out there. Why? Because he can.
Oh my god, he's off his face!
He's taking a piss, yeah. People who don't know, this is not Whole Lotta Love. Okay. This guitar part, this guitar solo is the Whole Lotta Love guitar. The whole preamble before it was not the guitar solo, it's just Jimmy Page being Jimmy Page. When they come out of this, he's gonna pop off with the Backdoor Man in about 4 or 5 lines. And when he does it, I really want to see what she does. Here we go. No.
Can you get the feeling that she watched the whole video though? The fuck was that?
It's Robert Plant doing Robert Plant stuff.
Actual fuck was that?
It's Robert Plant.
Let's have watch out one more. This is this shit.
What? I believe I've told you this before.
Damn told me.
One night I was laying down.
Very bluesy. Very soulful.
Because she's not a huge Led Zeppelin fan, she didn't grow up with them. Doesn't really realize that the whole reason why Led Zeppelin became the greatest rock band of all time in eyes is because they weren't just rock. They took blues and folk as took all of that gritty blues, middle America, South, brought it into, and then they experimented India and they went all over the place. So their ability to bring other forms of music and grooves into rock is what made them so eclectic, so connectful body across. When she's like, it's very bluesy. I'm like, it's Led Zeppelin. You can tell I've heard this 1,000 times because I'm like bobbing my head to the stuff I know it's coming.
A lot of soul in his voice.
There's a nutsack.
I hear them say, Lord, I hear them say,
What do you hear them say?
I'm mine. Oh, that little boy's reached the age of 24, and I don't believe he's a baby anymore. We got to let that boy, we got to let that boy. We got to let that boy, we got to let that boy.
Right. Bear in mind this is live, okay? This is impressive.
Led Zeppelin.
Very impressive. Then I had balls stare at me right in the face there. Junk and balls.
They're right there. There they are.
Junk and balls got to be in my face.
There.
We got to let that boy, we got to let that boy in. We got to let that boy, we got to let that boy. He's got the boogie.
He's got the boogie.
Okay. Critical analysis. I'm looking at her eyes, and the angle of her eyes based upon where her position of look through the rest of the video is. She's still looking at the balls. Her eyes have not come up yet. Do we need to talk about this, ma'am?
Guys, I just found the first ever dubstep. Led Zeppelin did dubstep first. Listen.
We already knew that.
Dubstep sound.
We already knew that.
That's some fucking dubstep.
So I did, and it kept on boogieing, and on boogieing. Lord have mercy. Mama don't let Mama do. Well, the boogie, no double, yeah, you got a boogie mama. A boogie mama. Boogie mama, boogie, oh yeah.
That's playing the guitar. Oh,
I've said many times that I left metal music in the mid-90s, didn't come back to it until now. So I missed about 20 years of metal music. And one of the reasons why I got rid of metal music is as soon as grunge hit really hard and I got out of it, I found Led Zeppelin, went into Jimi and Hendrix and things like that. And then I went into the blues and jazz and folk music. One of the big reasons why I went into blues and jazz and folk is because Jimmy Page is playing, and just incorporating different, it kind of led me down these rabbit holes. And so she's catching part of that. Oh, that's really bluesy. That's really, yeah. Happened to me hard.
and that's all the noise on my guitar. Wow. That's impressive. That is talent. That is pure fucking talent.
Here we go. Post-production, editing, visualizations.
Oh god, I want his pants! I want the guitarist's pants!
He's just finding out about the Wizard Bell Bottoms. He just discovered the Wizard Bell Bottoms. Those pants by Jimmy Page are the most iconic rock pants of all time. Everyone who has seen this video is like, oh my God, she just did what we have all done. There it is, right there. Everyone who's ever seen, okay, there's two moments of Jimmy Page in this concert that everyone remembers. The first time they see the wizard pants and the first time they see him bust out the bow and and he's doing to the crowd. Everyone knows those two moments. We just saw Nerdy Girl Blue see the wizard pants for the first time. I know, right?
Yeah, fucking awesome.
Here we go. Inside. Oh. You need.
Look how tame the crowd are. They're just like. Almost saying
Here we go. Does she catch the backdoor man? Let's see.
Scream at them. They kind of jump around and. Why aren't they jumping around?
She missed it. Oh no. With all of her reactions and freak out over him talking about giving you every inch of my love, I was kind of hoping she was going to catch the backdoor man because it's, as a kid when you were growing up, the first time you ever heard of that was in a Led Zeppelin song. And you went off and you asked your mom, Mom, I was listening to a Whole Lot of Love, and at the end of it, Robert Plant says he wants to be her backdoor man. Does that mean he sneaks into her back door at night when her dad's not awake? And your mom's like, oh yeah, that's exactly what he means. That breakdown right there is reproduced by a lot of bands. Yep, the flaming gong.
What the actual fuck? That's on fire!
What's really interesting is because she's not really familiar that much with Led Zeppelin, it's really cool that she sees this. Now, if she goes back and listens to the album and A Whole Lot of Love, Moby Dick, and all these other songs, she's gonna, The Levee Breaks, Immigrant Song. She's probably heard of Immigrant Song because she's probably heard it on Thor Ragnarok. A lot of people have heard Led Zeppelin, but they don't realize they hear Led Zeppelin. See what I'm saying? One thing that does interest me about this video, and this is just between me and all of you, is that those who know Led Zeppelin know that about half of what you just saw is the actual song. It's there, but because it's live in Madison Square Garden, the boys of Led Zeppelin just decide to play the song, and about half of this video is the actual song from the album, and the other half is just the boys rocking out and being performers and being experimental and just theremin and drum solo and deciding to play a blues sonata right in the middle of the song for no reason whatsoever. That's Led Zeppelin. So no, I can't react to it, but I'm really cool I was able to react to her reacting to it. That was pretty.
Okay. Can we just say, I thoroughly loved that.
Good for you.
Start to finish.
Yep.
With all the little twists and turns. That was pretty fucking awesome. I mean, the hand bit was a bit weird, and I got a little bit sexual up in here, but it was good. And the fact that they were off their faces and they were live, you don't hear that anymore these days.
You do. You just have to find the band
on stage and sounding like that anymore. Fantastic. Fantastic.
Yep.
I thoroughly enjoyed that. So thank you, Stewie, and once again, happy birthday. And if you guys want to have more say what I play on my channel, well, play what I react to on my channel, then join my Discord, join my Patreon, join any of those above, my Twitter, my Patreon, my Twitch, where I do live streams, my Instagram,
pretty cool stuff,
and of course my Discord. So guys, I love you lots, and I'll see you guys next time. Keep rocking. Keep rolling. Keep being awesome.
She's looking at her monitor, not at her camera. I do it all the time too. A lot of people realize that as I look up here, you guys don't realize that I'm actually trying to talk to the video or talk to you in chat when I could just look like this, but it's totally unnatural. So I do like, okay, here we go. Check her out. Her name is Nerdy Girl Blue. She's doing all kinds of fun reactions. And she does live streaming of video games and stuff. Now, down to earth person, real friendly, pretty awesome, down to earth, non-pretentious. My name is Old School Nerd, and this was me reacting to someone else to something that I can't react. Let me say that again. This was me reacting to someone's reaction a reaction that I can't react because I already know what it is. Yeah, that was a lot, but hey, only way to do it now.